but this is not going to be a fun meeting. We're going to see what it takes to put the actual building next to the greenhouse, see what the regroup looks like, and I might even find an entirely new builder to build this and just start over when it comes to the actual building, using not using CKR pole barns and telling them you're fired. Josh's face when he sees the greenhouse shell for the first time. That's tight, dude. What's up, fish tank people? FishTankTV.com, DustinsFishTanks.com, bringing it to you on a Greenhouse Saga Sunday. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we're gonna bring you up to speed on Greenhouse 2.0. We're gonna give you your first look of what the greenhouse is actually going to look like constructed. We're also gonna talk about a Thanksgiving gift I got around the time this was going on, and no Greenhouse Saga Sunday is complete without getting a little bit woo-woo with you all. I'm gonna talk about someone near and dear to me who is no longer with us. Hey! Hi everybody, how's it going? Happy New Year, if you will. Haven't made a video in a long time. It felt fantastic. I took an entire 2-week break off, didn't do anything on YouTube, Instagram, and it was awesome. I recommend the same for you all, so sorry if you missed a video. I had some personal stuff going on that I'm gonna talk about a little bit later in this video, but it's the start of a new year, and I just gotta tell you something that I do and have been doing for probably 10 years now, and that is at the beginning of every year, I write down the goals that I want to do. Why would I want to write down my goals, Dustin? Because if you don't write down your goals, you're a wandering generality. People in life don't get what they want because they don't know what they want. So don't write down your goals, don't have any direction, don't have anything you actually want to accomplish. Just float around and do what everybody else does and see how you end up. Write down your goals, folks. It's important. Okay, so speaking of one of those goals, it's time to talk about Greenhouse 2.0. So a while back, we showed you how we finally got some vertical action. Seeing Greenhouse 2.0 actually starting to get some vertical action before Thanksgiving was a real thrill for me, something I've been working on for over a year. It's a complete pivot since Fail.0. So seeing it go vertical was awesome. It's also the part of the greenhouse that I actually think I probably could not do successfully myself. They set these posts down into concrete, and looking at them as the sun was setting on my property the day before Thanksgiving was a fantastic thing for me. Okay, so the day before Thanksgiving, the poles are erected on Greenhouse 2.0. I talked to my guy Eric. I'm like, yo man, you guys working Black Friday? He's like, nah man, we're not working on Black Friday. I'm like, all right, cool. Thanksgiving Day comes, and guess what? Thanksgiving on my wife's side of the family happens to be celebrated in Lexington. So what does that mean for Greenhouse 2.0? That means Poppy is going to be in town, and when you have somebody who's smart, who knows what they're doing and has been there before, you have to rely on them. Not gonna lie, folks, driving Poppy out there to show him my vision of what Greenhouse 2.0 is actually gonna look like with him on the premise was awesome. We talked about drainage concerns. We also talked about how I was actually lowering the final floor height about 4 inches. We also talked about how we're actually gonna do the drains in there. Now look, I didn't get any footage of Poppy on camera Thanksgiving Day, but I can assure you it was great to have someone who is wise and has been here before tell me what he thought of the project. And quite frankly, he thought it was going good. Now, next day is Black Friday. DustinsFishTanks.com has by far the largest sale day we've ever had. Thank you for all your business. And if you don't know, I do sell a lot of great aquarium stuff on DustinsFishTanks.com. Support your boy, support this greenhouse. Support me helping you learn a lot about fish tanks once I actually get in the location. Black Friday hits. Later on that day, we drive all the way up, me, the wife, and the kiddos, to Flag City, Ohio, and hang out with my mom, and then independently my dad, because they're split up. We're up in Findlay, the place I was born, and now I'm gonna get a little bit woo-woo. On Saturday, I head over to see my 95-year-old grandpa. He is not walking. He is not eating well. He is on his deathbed. Folks, he's 95 years old. This is sad, but this is not sad. If I'm 95 years old and I'm lying on my deathbed in my front room with the heat on, with my family members coming to visit me in a house that I constructed with my own 2 hands. He literally built the house with his own 2 hands. That's not a bad way to go. I walk in, and as good as he can and as loud as he can, he goes, "You came all the way to see me?" To my reply, my grandfather was a builder, by the way. He was a constructor. He had like 50 hammers. He built stuff. I go, I got stuff to show you, Grandpa. He perks up. I show him the prints of Greenhouse 2.0. Then I show him the video that I just showed you, this clip with the posts in the ground. Grandpa asked me, he goes, how do they keep the posts up in the concrete? I half explained to him how it was done. I then am going through pictures with him. Again, this man is on his deathbed and I'm flipping through photos from World War II when I come across this gem right here. And I get to ask my grandpa before he dies, hey Grandpa, where was this awesome photo of koi taken? This photo was taken in 1945 by my World War II veteran grandfather while he was stationed in Tokyo, and I am thrilled to say I got to speak with him about this before he passed on. Folks, this would be the last time I would see my grandfather, Robert Sylvester Poe, alive. I make videos every Sunday, and as much as I hate to relate my personal life with my YouTube fake life, there is a little connection here. A couple of weeks back, at 11 o'clock, I dropped this video where I showed this koi clip at the very end, talking about how my grandfather wasn't doing well. That video came out at 11, and Robert Sylvester Poe left this beautiful planet at 11:37 that same Sunday that I dropped the video tribute to him a while back. Folks, listen to me. 95 years old, it's sad. I cried like a little baby. I'm holding back the tears right now. But if I live to be 95, I'm doing something right. Rest in peace, Grandpa Poe. I love you. Folks, I'm proud to say as well, out of all the grandsons, I'm the one that looks the most like Robert Poe. And I hope that I can use his 95-year-old life existence of no drinking, no smoking, and an active lifestyle to use it as a blueprint and live a life pretty close to what he did. Now, enough with the woo-woo stuff. Let's get back to the greenhouse. Now, before I show you how Greenhouse 2.0 is gonna look, I want to get full woo-woo with you on my now deceased dead grandpa, and I want to quote Les Brown on something. They say the ideal way for a man or a woman to die is to be surrounded at peace with their loved ones around them. And Les Brown says this: what if instead of being surrounded by your loved ones on your deathbed, you were surrounded by all the dreams, the hopes, the ideas, the things that you never did, and they're looking at you in your face and they're saying, we came to you and we had these ideas, and now you're on your deathbed, and when you die, we are going to die with you. I actually asked my grandpa, you have any regrets? He didn't really want to talk about that. He wasn't a very emotional man. He did tell me he loved me the first time I went to say goodbye to him on my way out. But I ask you this, folks. When you're on your deathbed, what regrets are you going to have? I got news for you. Your boy Dusty's not going to have any regrets. I'm building the biggest greenhouse I've ever had in my entire life. I'm building my dream.
Yeah, you want to see the greenhouse? You want to see the frames of the greenhouse? I'll show you. Come on, we'll show you this, yeah.
So I come home from Flag City. Black Fridays took off. I asked my builder Eric, I'm like, yo man, you working Friday? He goes, nah man, we're not working. I'm like, all right, cool. So I roll up the Greenhouse 2.0 site on Monday after Thanksgiving, and he's not there. But the greenhouse is half constructed. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, my boy Eric showed up on Black Friday, he and his crew that are Kentucky-based crew, and they put all of the wonderful, big, giant, beautiful, wish I would have caught it on camera trusses up on Greenhouse 2.0. Now he wasn't there and it was a rainy, cold day, and he decided to seize the day on Black Friday. But when I showed up, that's what it looked like. Josh's face when he sees the greenhouse shell for the first time.
That's tight, dude.
I know.
That's so sick.
I know, it's pretty sick,
It's a beautiful sight.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. God, that's so big.
It's time to beat the camera here. Andrew's first look at the greenhouse. I love that, dude. Yeah. We walked up.
I think so.
You like it? Yeah, look at that dude coming down there. I hope I got that. It's tight to watch him just be like way up there.
Yeah.
It's always good to roll up onto a job site and see people working, especially dudes in bright green outfits. Good morning. Pleasure to see you all this morning. But this is not going to be a fun meeting. For you see, today the building inspector shows up, and we're going to meet with the builder of the building. Notice the guys doing the greenhouse are doing their job, they're getting it done. We're going to see what it takes to put the actual building next to the greenhouse.
because the building needs to be down to actual grade or like good dirt or whatever, and it's not. So we're gonna have to go down 6 feet, but I'm gonna let Brandon from CKR Pole Barns, that's the company I'm dealing with, discuss with the building inspector what we're trying to do. And if he approves that, I'm gonna cut him a check. But the problem is we're gonna need to get bigger posts. Now these posts right here have been out here with me forever, and they are 24 foot long, and they've been sitting in the water forever. Now I don't think there's a problem, but he told me, and this is where it gets shady, they said they'd bring 16 30-foot long posts out, 16 30-foot long posts out, and take those other ones back for 2,500 bucks. And to me that feels like I'm getting jacked, because that's he said they're valued at $75 per thing. Now I went to Lowe's or whatever, and I don't know if they're the same thing. It doesn't really matter, and I can buy like 12-footers for like 40 bucks. So if they're 75 bucks, whatever, they're here on site, I'll use them. But I don't want to have to pay some restocking fee if I can use them. So today, if everything goes good, I'm going to cut him a check. He's going to give me a good price on the 30-foot longs that would go down in the pole, that go down in the hole, provided that the inspector says, yeah, this will work, we can do it like this. If he doesn't say it's gonna work, I'm gonna pause the whole building of the entire building altogether and see what the regroup looks like, and I might even find an entirely new builder to build this and just start over when it comes to the actual building, using not using CKR Pole Barns and telling them you're fired. So this could be an interesting meeting today. I've got Andrew here with the big gun to shoot this sucker, but seeing these dudes busting out this greenhouse is extra dope though.